Okay, let's get comfortable. Let's get vulnerable. Can we just talk about like this little corner? The rest of my room's a disaster. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you. This corner is clean. This corner is popping. We got the Girl Boss. Got that for $10 at Burlington Coat Factory. This, $1. The dollar store. This is heavy. This is quality. It's a Buddha. And then I got my plants. And then I got, my dad got me this poster. And then I got some more plants. And I got my piano. But today I wanted to talk to you about my favorite mistakes that I have made in my life. So my first mistake that I made, that was one of my favorite mistakes, was so if you go to my house, my mom has a lot of photos of me and stuff like that, but you will not see any of my graduation pictures. Actually, I think I have them right up here. I'm actually so happy I looked up and I have my shit somewhat organized. Oh, guys, don't do this. My mom was there with me that day, and she's like, do you think you want to maybe, like, you know, I don't know, brush out your eyebrows a little bit? Like, they're really filled in. They're, like, really, really filled in. And I'm like, Mom, I know what I'm doing. It's a look. And I was doing, like, YouTube videos at the time. Like, I was, like, hella into makeup. Like, I mean, my makeup looks good, but, like, my eyebrows, guys, these eyebrows, those are harsh. Those are harsh. I was doing these eyebrows like blocks. Why didn't anybody tell me? I mean, I honestly wouldn't have listened to anyone, but yeah, so my favorite mistake was overdrawing my eyebrows in my senior pictures. So there's no graduation photos of me anywhere. Look how long my hair is. My hair's starting to look like that again. Oh my God, I'm such a bad bitch. Wow. So yeah, mistake number one, overdrawing my eyebrows, not listening, not going light with it. You know, like my mom was telling me, like, Natasha, please, like, I know this is a look, but like, please brush them out. And I was like, Mom. And mistake number two, I don't have photos of this one, but I just remember doing it. And like, I remember wearing a headband for like months and I was so pissed at myself. So I was like in 7th grade and I wanted bangs. I wanted side bangs, not just bangs, side bangs. So I took like a huge chunk of my hair and I like went like this, but I didn't do it like deep enough. You're supposed to really go like almost at a 90-degree angle to cut it down, because I watched like so many YouTube videos and I'm like, I'm an expert if I watched it on YouTube. Okay. But so I cut it like this instead of like this, how you're supposed to, like hella down. And I ended up with these thick ass like bangs that were like to the side, and like I was so pissed off. I was like, shit. So I learned from that though, because then a few years ago I did cut my own bangs because I didn't want to go pay for a haircut just for them to give me bangs. So I learned from it because I just took a little bit this time and I was actually just going for straight bangs. So it worked out a lot better. And honestly, those bangs looked bomb and a lot of people liked them. But I just remember back in 7th grade, like I wore a headband for months, dude, until that shit grew out and it was bad. Just avoid it. Avoid it. Okay. So this next mistake, I have made this mistake countless times, okay? I have like a problem with picking the wrong friends. I don't know if it's like an insecurity of mine, but I just feel like I am so lucky for someone to choose me as their friend. Of course I'm gonna be their friend. Like, somebody wants to be my friend, I will be your friend. I will be your best friend, girl. And sometimes they're batshit crazy. Like, you know what I mean? And I think this came to me recently where I was just like, Natasha, you're like a really cool, nice person. You're a very giving friend. You know, this is like, you know, that confidence work. I was like, of course people want to be your friend. Why do you feel like, and I've learned to be picky with my friends because, like, this is after years of like making a friend. She's like cool. She's cool. She causes a lot of issues. She's a little weird. She lies to me about her brother dying, but he's really alive. Like, yeah, that really happened. And I had to like tell that girl like, hey, we can't be friends anymore. Like, and I have a hard time trusting people now because truthfully it's my problem. I just choose the wrong friends. But the lesson in that was like, I have to be picky with the people I put around me. I have to be picky with the energy I surround myself with. You know what I mean? And it's like, you have friends and every person has good and bad, but you just decide if their bad outweighs their good for you. because it can be for someone else, it works for them, but like for you, like, is there bad just getting too much? You know what I mean? But I've just made the wrong friends many times over the years, and I've made friends too fast. My boyfriend always gets on me about this. He's like, babe, how about we don't become best friends with her in 2 weeks? Yeah, like, you don't even know her. So the lesson I've learned is like, be a little more closed off. Feel someone out before you start being so friendly with. And I'm still learning this lesson, guys. I literally made a mistake like a few weeks ago where I was like, why did I do that? Why did I open up so fast? Why did I tell her that? Why did I offer that? You know what I mean? Like, so that's the lesson that I'm still learning, but it's a lesson that, you know, be picky with your friends. People want to be your friends, and just because people want to be your friend is not a reason to be friends with someone, okay? And my next favorite mistake has been failing and dropping probably tens of hundreds of classes, okay? In college, I have been in community college for maybe 6 years now, and you know, if I would have just gotten the courage a few years ago to just tell my parents I didn't want to go to college, I probably would have saved them a lot of money and myself a lot of embarrassment. But I would just sign up for classes, talk myself into it, drop the class or fail the class, sign up for classes next semester, tell myself things were going to be different, sign up, drop, or fail the class. And I just did that over and over and over. And the lesson I learned within that mistake was like, you know what you want. You know what you want, okay? Like, you do know what you want. You know you want to drop out. You know you want to start that business. You know you want to do that really risky thing. You know you want to move across the country. You know you want to do these things, okay? I'm not saying that as law. That's just how it is for me. Like, I feel like I usually know what I want, okay? But I have people in my ear. I have anxiety. I have things that make me not want to do what I want. And I just feel like in turn, instead of like, my parents were always telling me, go to school, go to school, go to school. I just feel like if I would have just had the balls a few years ago to be like, I don't really want to go to school. And even if I do end up going back to school, at least I took the time off to not go to school, to realize I want to go to school. So yeah, take it from like someone who's dropped thousands and thousands and failed thousands of classes. I'm not saying thousands, bro. Maybe like 20 or 30 classes. Yeah. 20 or 30. So my next favorite mistake. This one's a little personal. This one is a little, I'm gonna be judged. I know. But it's okay. I was literally 16. Like, I have come to terms with this. I don't blame myself. I got my fucking repercussions for this, okay? I cheated on my first boyfriend. I kissed some other guy. I ended up getting with that guy. So like, that's the problem there. But my boyfriend at the time was this really awesome guy, sweet, like no qualms. We just weren't, it just wasn't supposed to continue. You know what I mean? We had been together for a while, and I was getting bored, and I was 16, and I didn't know how to deal with that. So like, I started talking to some guy, and then, you know, I kissed some guy, and then, but I'm such a good person, like, I literally broke up with that fool like the next day. I felt the guilt. Like, I was so guilty that I broke up with him the next day. And he's like, why? I'm like, well, I just need to figure me out. I just need to figure myself out. And he was like, what the fuck? And I was like, okay. So the lesson I learned, I got fucked over so much worse than this kid. Like, I'm so happy I'm not happy I did that to him, but I'm happy I shattered his paradigm while he was still a child, because I'm sure everything's gone dandy for him now and he's like engaged. Go him, okay? But for me, oh my God. It's just this repeated cycle of me getting fucked over by dudes. I'm in a happy relationship right now, so, you know, hopefully. But like, every time something would happen with a guy and like he would screw me over, I was like, you see, Natasha, that's what you get for when you were 16. That's what you get. So that's been my karma. That's been my lesson. Like, I'm never, ever doing that ever again, because this is just not worth it. It's not worth it. Call the person and break up. It's not worth it. The karma that's coming for you, girl, the karma, or boy, the karma that's coming for you. All right, and on to my last mistake, or my last favorite mistake. So I want to say this was like 3 years ago. So like 3 years ago, I got in a very happy relationship, and I think I have like a maternal instinct, you know, like where I want to just take care of people, right? And I 100% stopped worrying about myself my dreams, my weight, my skincare, my happiness, my soul, my music, my passions. You know what I mean? Like, and it's kind of like, that's like where I was when I was falling into like a depression and an anxious state in my life. So like there was like a good 2 years, and it's not this person's fault. You know what I mean? It was my fault. I wanted to like not care about myself for a little while. And it was also Mary Jane's fault. But anyways, moving on. I was a people pleaser. I was a people pleaser to the point where I was just not taking care of myself. In the beginning is you, in the middle is you, and at the end is you. So why are you not going to care about yourself? Why are you not going to like take care of yourself? Why are you not going to feed your soul? Why are you not going to do what you want in this life and not just compromise all the time for other people's opinions and what other people want to do? Right? So this was my favorite mistake because honestly, this was my biggest mistake. This was when I just stopped caring about Natasha. I stopped asking Natasha what she wanted. I stopped asking Natasha what she needed. And I started just filling my void with other shit. I was shopping on my credit card. I was eating out bad food every day. I was watching movies, just, you know, like chilling, bro. Oh yeah, like let's watch a sick movie. You know what I mean? Not giving a fuck about my future, not asking myself about my future because that would make me anxious, and not doing music, which I was a musician before this all started, and like I just stopped caring about that. I was like, I don't need it, it's fine. Like that's in the past. Also like makeup, things like that, like my passion. I was doing YouTube, I was doing all these things, and I just stopped caring about those things, and I was in like a hopeless kind of depression, right? And I was just stagnant. I was stagnant for years, not taking care of myself, forgetting about myself, just forgetting about the word me, period. My biggest lesson and my favorite mistake was taking care of myself. You have to take care of you. You can't have a happy relationship if you don't take care of yourself. You can't be a good daughter if you don't take care of yourself. You can't be a good friend if you don't take care of yourself. You can't live a life of financial freedom if you don't take care of yourself and stop spending money on your fucking credit card, Natasha. You can't live your life to that level if you don't take care of yourself. Taking care of myself started with going to fucking therapy. I needed to do that. I didn't want to do that. That's like the last thing I wanted to that's the last thing I wanted to do. But you know when you know, like what I was saying earlier, I knew I had to do that for like a year. I was like, I really should talk to someone. I should probably talk to someone. I really should talk to someone. And then when I did it, I was like, thank you fucking Jesus, I talked to someone. You know what I mean? And it was like such a liberation of that. I come from a family and a culture of women not really taking care of themselves. They're worried about the kids, the family, the husband, the bills, this and this and this. And, you know, I didn't really have someone to look up to for someone taking care of themselves like that. Yeah, taking care of yourself, diet, shit, yeah, because women always have to look good. That's different. But like taking care of your mental state, that stuff doesn't exist in my culture. People don't do that, okay? But like I live in a different time. I live in a different place. I live in America, and I'm dealing with things that are different. So I had to find out what I had to do to make me happy with me. Bitch, it's all about me. That is not selfish. It's okay. You can be selfish. That's the whole fucking point. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this kind of a video, because I feel like mistakes, man, we don't talk about them in a good way. And mistakes can be some of the best lessons ever. Maybe, if you want, can share a mistake in the comments that you've made that ended up being one of the best lessons you ever learned. Maybe this video will help you look at your mistakes as blessings and lessons rather than looking at them in a negative way. Because I mean, even when I was writing this down, I was like, damn, I want to talk about that. Yeah, I am going to talk about that because it's real. It's real. You know, it's life. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys like my setup. Zen as fuck. This is my fridge. Do you guys want to see another mistake I made? This soda has popped. It has been popped for like 2 weeks now, and I haven't fucking cleaned it. But it's frozen, so yeah.